Climate change and its adverse consequences on human mental health. Climate change represents a significant challenge for all living things on Earth. Some of the hallmarks of human-related climate change include a rise in global temperatures of 0.8 to 1.2 degrees Celsius and warming oceans. Notably, approximately 500 million people worldwide are facing the consequences of desertification. At the same time, the world's population has grown from 1.6 billion in 1900 to 7.7 billion today, greatly exacerbating the human toll of devastating environmental disasters, leading to broader and more significant migration. These consequences also lead to modern-day human trafficking and slavery. The mental health consequences of climate change are staggering and include many areas such as chronic stress, addiction, anxiety disorders, post-traumatic stress disorder, bipolar disorder, major depression, and suicide. Mental health practitioners, healthcare systems, and governments worldwide must be prepared to address the mental health consequences of global climate change. Our planet's climate has constantly been changing, but this has happened over very long geological periods. But these changes are happening very fast in our time, and this is an issue that worries environmentalists. Climate change data, global warming and desertification. Human activity is estimated to have generated global warming of approximately 1 degree Celsius, with a possible range of 0.8 to 1.2 degrees Celsius. And if this rate continues to increase at the current rate, it will probably reach 1.5 degrees Celsius between 2030 and 2052. The consequences of climate change on land and consequently on humans are as follows. About a quarter of the Earth's ice-free parts are exposed to degradation by human activities. Soil erosion from farms is estimated to be more than 100 times faster than soil formation. Climate change is exacerbating land degradation. In 2015, about 500 million people lived in areas that experienced desertification between the 1980s and 2000s. Most affected in South and East Asia are Sub-Saharan Africa, including North Africa, and the Middle East, including the Arabian Peninsula. Other arid regions have also experienced desertification. The double impact of human population growth and climate change. Even without the impact of climate change, world population growth is a significant factor in the effects of climate change on human life. In 1900, 1.6 billion people lived on Earth, and there are 7.7 billion on Earth today. Because of the damage done to our planet and its inhabitants by climate change, we can face real-life tragedy on a scale that is not yet understood. Mental health consequences of climate change. What will be the effects of the devastation caused by climate change? The first effect is death, which can occur on a large scale due to the extent and frequency of natural disasters. The consequences of this are also significant among the survivors. From physical disability to the direct effects of natural disasters to the consequences of chronic stress. Chronic stress has many physical and mental health consequences such as high blood pressure, metabolic syndrome, autoimmunity, pain syndromes, post-traumatic stress disorder, addiction, bipolar disorder, major depression including suicide, and anxiety disorders. Those who lose their homes or livelihoods due to catastrophic weather and desertification may become refugees and migrate. The mass migrations that are currently taking place are causing problems around the world. Anyway, climate change is a great challenge for humanity. Significant population growth in areas particularly vulnerable to climate change exacerbates the effects of climate change. Consequences of natural disasters and desertification include mass migration, which encourages human trafficking in the underworld, such as forced prostitution, drug trafficking, child labor, and slavery. There are more enslaved people today than at any other time in human history in the world. These numbers are likely to increase as the rate of mass migration increases. In the years to come, the exponential growth of the mental health consequences of climate change will become an increasing challenge for mental health practitioners, healthcare systems, and governments worldwide.